Welcome to everybody. Welcome Banyan class members and Cedar class members, and a very warm welcome as well to Mrs. Clark.
Hello everybody.
Mrs. Parry.
Hi everyone.
And Mrs. Ellis.
Good morning everyone.
And I'm Miss Barrett, and I'd like to welcome you all to Friday's feedback session, Thursday edition, because of the VE Day bank holiday. Now, the Year 5-6 team have been reviewing all of the work that we've been receiving from you, and we're really excited to showcase in our Highfields Year 5-6 gallery of work some excellent examples. So, kicking off with Banyan class. Here we go. First up, this is Lava's work, particularly brilliant set of grammatical changes here with regards to the perfect tense. And what's really excellent about this is Lava's responded to my feedback, and you can see that evident in the bottom corner with lots of blue for review. So I'm really, really proud of this independent learning. And next up, this is a really excellent piece of storyboarding, beautiful illustrations from the Dementor's Kiss, from The Prisoner of Azkaban, where Harry Potter by the lake is totally and utterly bombarded by Dementors, but eventually defeats them. And what I really like about this is that there's a summary in words as well, so really well done, Mohammed. And finally, okay, Kai's independent learning. Excellent mathematical work using the White Rose maths to guide his learning. I love the way that his answers are fully written, and I love the diagrams used to illustrate mathematical answers. Really excellent practice. And then we also have a set of Spanish phrases that I was challenging Banyan class to learn, and there they are, note-taking. Really good stuff, muy bien. So thanks very much, Banyan. They're my excellent examples of work in the gallery for this week. Moving on.
So now we're going to move on to Cedar. I'm going to share with you some work. So this is a D-Day fact sheet. In theme, I asked Cedar to write facts about D-Day. And as you can see, Fatan here has not only created a list of facts, she's also thought about presentation and produced an excellent and interesting piece of work. Moving on. So this is a sketch of Woollerton Hall. Our theme is about Woollerton Park during World War II. And Emily has produced this amazingly detailed sketch of Woollerton Hall. And in English, we've started looking at newspapers. So this child in my group produced this list of key features with really detailed explanations about what each key feature is.
Well
Finally, I wanted to share some maths with you.
Wow.
There are two examples of maths here. You've got somebody who has done it in their little maths books, which I sent home, and someone who's managed to print the sheets out. I just wanted to share these because they're both well presented, neat examples of maths, and it just shows you that even if you have not got a printer at home, you can still produce some excellent maths work. So now we're going to be moving on to Mrs. Parry's English group.
Hello, right, this person. I've chosen this piece of work because I just wanted to highlight the way that the helpers at home are supporting the learning. Sometimes we send out something and it'll take ages to write it all out. And this person obviously was a little bit busy that day. So they decided to ask their helper at home to write the questions for them. And that's absolutely fine. She's written all the answers, she's got them all correct. And thanks to the person at home who's done that for her. I love the evidence of teamwork here. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone at home who's helping and making this way of learning work. Okay, moving on. This piece of work doesn't look like much, but it's just wonderful that Fatima is taking on board the corrections that I note down in the email, and she's she's got this great learning attitude that she corrects them, she writes them out twice, just like we would in school, which is absolutely brilliant to be taking that pride in your learning, even when working at home. And that's happening in loads of children's work. And I think that's just fantastic. I look at some of the pages, and to be honest, they look just like the pages would at school. And I think that is totally brilliant. So well done. Okay, moving on to the next piece. This is also,
wow.
Isn't that lovely?
It's really busy, yeah.
Yeah, but there's writing and there's illustration, and it shows this storyboard from Fatima. It was an extension activity, so she had to read the story of the princess and the pea, answer some questions about it, and get all of those right, which she did. And then the extension activity was to draw a storyboard. And I just love the way this has been done. It's been done with humour and beautiful illustrations, and it just shows that enjoyment of learning really coming through at home. And that's absolutely lovely, really nice to see. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is Noor's work. She's got her vocabulary here. And every week we read a chapter of The Wizard of Oz, just like when we're in school, and we learn the definitions of new vocabulary. So this is going on at home as well, and it shows how carefully this is being done, really. So neat, beautiful handwriting, and then tested on the Friday, and the children work out how many of those new vocabulary words they remember. So again, very, very proud of work that is beautifully presented, carefully done, and that learning's still happening at home just as it would at school. So well done to you. Okay, lovely work on adverbials there as well, which was all correct. Absolutely fantastic. Really liked about it, it's actually Farah's. She does other work that is even neater. But what I liked about it was that she had done this as extra, and she'd decided to highlight not just the determiners, but also the adjectives and the nouns in different colours. So it really showed up the learning and the understanding. So well done you. And that's the end of my pieces of work.
Wow, they have been busy, Mrs. Parry. Okay, Mrs. Clark.
Okay, so we can have a look at some work that we've been doing. Oh, there we go. So we've been reading a new book. This is Roald Dahl's book, Billy and the Minpins. It's a lovely book, lots of description in it. So the first thing we decided to look at was some of the adjectives that describe the forest in chapter 2. So you can see some of the work there from the girls. They've been circling the adjectives and underlining the nouns so that we can see the description of the forest from the book. And then we decided to get a bit creative. So we made our forest. I don't know if you can see all of that there, but we decided to use a box and collect some things from outside and make the forest. And I think you can see on one of the pictures in the middle there, they're actually following the YouTube video as well that I made. So that's fab that you've been able to access that and do that as well. So it's really. And just wanted to celebrate this as well. This is Wajia's spellings. Every week she practices her spellings over and over again, and she always gets full marks. And I know she's not cheating because she also gets them full marks in school as well. So big well done to Wajia for doing that. That's fab. And that's my work for this week.
It's hard to choose. There's so much brilliant work, and if your work hasn't been shown this week, then I'm sure it will another week.
Great job, team. What a great job.
Everybody.
Well
Thanks,
done.
everyone.
Really
Bye.
enjoyed it. Bye.
Look out, 2
Bye.
weeks' time, the next Friday feedback show. So keep an eye out.
Fantastic.
Thank you.